What's up, y'all? It's your boy Aaron, one half of the 404 Heels. We here, we back after Christmas. We here doing this SmackDown, December 27th. Reaction, reviews, results, whatever you want to call it, feelings. We just talk about it. We just go through it and we talk about it. This is going to be the last SmackDown of 2024, and it's going to be the last 2-hour SmackDown we get for what I see is for the first foreseeable future. So we're going to go 3 hours, USA, SmackDown. I've heard mixed reviews already about it. Some people are like, why are they doing it? They ain't got enough time. All of the talent's going to Raw. I think a lot of talent is going to Raw for the first couple weeks, but then I think it'll spread back out between the two shows for sure. And then we'll see what happens if they do another draft or anything after WrestleMania, which hopefully they don't, but I'm pretty sure they will. It adds the attraction, but this is going to be the last, we're going to end on a decent note with this SmackDown. It wasn't the best. It wasn't the worst. It had some great promos, had some bad promos, had a great match, had a not great match. So we'll get through it, y'all. We'll see what happens. We're going to start with like a little public service announcement from SmackDown's general manager, Nick Aldis. He's going to send a statement to Kevin that, Kevin's a dangerous and that Kevin is, not the champion. As much as Kevin thinks he's the champion, as much as Kevin is carrying around the belt like he's a champion, he is not an official WWE champion. He also issues Kevin Owens a little ultimatum and says if he doesn't return the Winged Eagle Championship by the end of today or end of the show, then there will be severe consequences. After this, we get a little segment with Kevin Owens in his car again. We love the Kevin Owens car segments. Looks like a lot nicer car this time, maybe because they're in Florida. He might have drove to the arena in his his owned car, maybe, but it does not look like a rental vehicle, as he called it before. But he also says that he's going to come in and he wants to be on his own terms and he wants to talk to Nick Aldis in the middle of the ring. So we're going to get to that later. We get the first match, and it's going to be Bayley and Bianca and Naomi. Bianca and Naomi are now the tag team champions. They get a little 6-women tag match with Bayley as their third partner. We've had that, kind of that little tension between Bianca and Bayley right before War Games because of all the damage she did with Damage Control to Bianca. They were kind of out to get her the whole time. So it's kind of cool seeing them team up a little bit. They're doing a little backstage in Gorilla. They're having a little conversation about Bianca wants to figure out still. They didn't forget. They're still trying to figure out who attacked Jade Cargill. And Naomi, who y'all know me, she did it for sure. Naomi 100% did it. Definitely. Who benefits from it the most? Naomi. So we'll see. They might throw a little twist at us, but Bayley jumps in. They all go out to Bianca's music. Nice little touch. I was like, that was kind of cool. But then we get Tiffany Stratton coming out first, walking, basically almost to the end of the entrance ramp. She stands there. Here comes Nia Jax with her new little lackey, Candice LeRae. And then Nia kind of cuts a promo. And let me tell you, man, you could hear a pin drop in that arena, not because everyone was listening to the promo. It's because they didn't seem entertained with the promo at all. I don't think not one person in that crowd cared what Nia Jax was saying. They were just seemed bored with it. It was crickets, y'all. It was so silent. If you don't remember, go back and listen to her promo while she's walking down the stage. It is crickets. And I don't think it was the good crickets, like people were just on the edge of their seat listening. I think it was, this is boring as shit, hurry up and get this match started crickets. I just don't feel like no one really cares what Nia Jax says, anything. I don't think anyone's really a fan. So it's a decent match. We get some good tags, some good moments. We get a little Tiffy almost cashes in again. They seem to do it anytime Tiffy's around with the case, that's what it's there for. People complain about it all the time. And just last year, Damian Priest held it for damn near a year. He held it till WrestleMania. So now we're getting a little Tiffy teasing here, there, little tease, little there. But I definitely think I think it could be the next Saturday night main event. It could be the first 3-hour SmackDown of the new year on 2025. So maybe next Friday. Or it could be Royal Rumble. Or it could be Raw on Netflix. She could come over and try and cash in on Liv with Liv and Rhea's match going on. That'd be good. Maybe the match ends and then here comes Tiffany Stratton with the cash in, because what is that new stipulation for the Liv and Rhea match? It's a last woman standing match, y'all. That's it. That's what I think is going to happen, y'all. Raw on Netflix, Tiffany Stratton cashes in after the Liv and Rhea match or towards the end of the match. I like it. That's my prediction, y'all. Tiffany Stratton, it's official. Raw on Netflix, cashes in on Liv Morgan when Liv Morgan is beaten to a bloody pulp, but might get the win on Rhea. So we'll see, y'all. What do y'all think? When do y'all think she's going to cash in? Because I think it's coming sooner than we think. I think it comes before Royal Rumble or at Royal Rumble. But it was overall a good match. We get Naomi getting the pin on Candice LeRae. Like expected, you can't literally let any other person in this match lose besides Candice LeRae. I feel like that's kind of messed up, but that's why they put her in this whole group of people, is just to get pinned every time, man. Then we get a little Sami Zayn on, WWE SmackDown over here talking a little Nick Aldis while Carmelo Hayes is passing out Christmas cards, and Carmelo Hayes interrupts. Sammy gives a little back and forth. We get the match set up for later down the road, aka the main event. And we get Carmelo Hayes versus Sami Zayn, a match we didn't think we'd see happen, but here we go. We on WWE SmackDown. We got the transfer portal open. I think that's maybe why Sami Zayn was talking to a little Nick Aldis. We got to do a little transfer portaling, So Austin Theory, then we get a little, after, Grayson Waller effect, we get Austin Theory defending his friend Grayson Waller against Braun Strowman, the one big son of a bitch. So overall, Austin Theory makes it some entertaining spots in the match, entertaining match overall. It was a shorter, long match. You thought Austin Theory might win a few times, but not really. Braun Strowman wrecks another person. Braun Strowman just seems, I don't know where they're putting him, because, we still got Carmelo kind of with them. We got Braun Strowman helping out against the Bloodline later on in the show, so we'll see where that goes. But, Braun Strowman just comes out, wrecks shop, wrecks Austin Theory, 1, 2, 3, game over. Maybe we'll get a Grayson Waller versus Braun Strowman. Maybe not. But we get Chelsea Green's U.S. Championship celebration looking real patriotic, even though she's Canadian. She even says Canadians don't lie, and that was literally the only reaction she got out of the crowd during that whole speech, was when Canadians don't lie, because they're always telling the truth. And the crowd was like, hey, boo, ooh. And then we get the answer that we had a question for last week on Word on the Street, and it was, who is Chelsea Green's next opponent for this U.S. Championship belt? And it looks like it's going to be Michin again, because she comes out and ruins a little celebration, hits Piper Niven, the Spicy P or whatever she calls her, Fajita. I don't know what she calls her, a little nickname for Piper Niven. But Michin gets the upper hand on her with the right hand. Then we get the kendo smash. She doesn't make contact with Chelsea Green. Chelsea Green has some great theatrics at the end, yelling, she ruined the moment, all that good stuff. Good segment, funny segment. Crowd, again, did not seem into it at all. It seemed like a very low point in the show. When she thought she would get a reaction, there was no reaction. This crowd just kind of seemed flat, man. Just seemed like Tampa. What's up, Tampa? Y'all get too much wrestling down there? Is that the problem? Tampa get too much wrestling and y'all can't, be energetic and cheer a little bit more? Then we get a little backstage segment between the new tag team champs, DIY, Tommaso Ciampa, Johnny Gargano. And then we get the Street Profits coming back after being attacked a few weeks ago. And they want to figure out who attacked him. And, Nick Aldis says he's got some eyewitnesses. It's your boys Pretty Deadly. Yes, boy. They're here. They got some information. And, they kind of get a little wonky. They kind of blame it on Los Garza. It's them over there. Hey. So immediately Street Profits goes over, starts a little brawl. Nick Aldis says, go handle it in the ring. It's a great match. Street Profits come out. Well, the match starts while we're in commercial break. Street Profits, super, super aggressive. Berto looking good. We got high spots. High spot over here. Montez flipping over some ropes. Angelo Dawkins beasting with the shoulder check. Overall, great match. Probably the match of the night, honestly, the most entertaining. It had the best spots, some big flips, some, backspins, some great kind of short storytelling in the back just to set up this match. We all know it wasn't them that attacked. No way. Legado del Fantasma, that was not them that attacked, No way, shape, or form. But, we get a little B-Fab. She gets in there, kick, boom, Montez, the big old move off the top rope. Angelo Dawkins, we get the 1, 2, 3. Street Profits look like they're, a team on a mission. And they're going to, avenge the attack, which they thought they did, which we all know they didn't. We all know it was DIY. We get a little backstage segment after the match between Street Profits and Motor City Machine Guns. Motor City Machine Guns are like, hey, man, y'all can't just come in here and skip the line. And then Montez, we ain't skipping no line. And then here comes Apollo Crews out of nowhere. And he says, man, all y'all are getting played. I saw the whole thing. It was DIY that attacked y'all. We all knew that. But, they had to learn the hard way. They had to go get a match. But now I think it might set up a nice little triple threat here. We could have it maybe at Royal Rumble, or we could have it at Saturday Night Main Event, or we could have it at the first SmackDown of the year. We could have a little triple threat for the tag team champions, DIY, Motor City Machine Guns, Street Profits. Hopefully Street Profits come out on top. Then we get the match that was set up in Nick Aldis's office. One of my favorite future WWE superstars, Carmelo Hayes, a.k.a. him. He's super talented, really good on the mic. He's only going to get better. Every week you see a new move from him in a match, like that springboard DDT. Man, that nice. Just clean, crisp, all good. Puts on a good match with Sammy and Carmelo Hayes. Great match. Carmelo Hayes says, hey, man, I'm out of here. He's done. He's over it. He starts walking in the back, and then Braun Strowman picks him up, which, shout out to Corey Graves, he called it. He's like, that should be a disqualification. So technically, Carmelo Hayes wins this match. But Melo gets chased out the back through the ramp between, by big Braun Strowman. Then we get the new bloodline attacking Sammy Plain. We get Tama Tonga coming up from behind, hitting him. Sammy turns around right at the right time, kind of spears him. Sammy tries to get him, gets the boot to the face. Jacob throws him into the pole, but then Solo gets the upper hand. They start bashing on Sammy. Braun Strowman comes back to help, so I'm kind of confused. Is Braun Strowman going to be a part of this? Was he just kind of like a fill-in? Hey, we need you to come in and do this. And guess what happens? We get another Jacob Fatu and a big motherfucker stare down. We got the Braun Strowman, we had the Braun Breaker showdown. We had the Braun Strowman showdown. We've had the Roman showdown. We've had some great showdowns with Jacob Fatu, and I can't wait to see who his first real rival is in this. I would love, man, it could be anyone. I'm excited to see anything with this guy. I don't know what his first rivalry would be. What do y'all think it would be? Jacob Fatu's first rivalry. I think it should be Braun Breaker. That would be amazing to see. He met Jacob Fatu, Braun Breaker, Intercontinental Championship at WrestleMania. Give the people what they want, y'all. We want Braun Breaker and Jacob Fatu. That's what I want to see, y'all. It'd be cool to see him beat Braun Strowman, because you definitely think Jacob Fatu is going to wreck through some people, but Braun Strowman might be a little bit too big for him. Maybe you could give him to a Shinsuke Nakamura and he can get that U.S. Championship belt off Shinsuke, because, man, Shinsuke won the belt. He gone. We haven't seen him. But, again, we're getting 3 hours, so we're going to probably see a lot more people weekly. That's why they added this, these secondary women's championships, is because both shows were going to 3 hours. So I think we're going to get a lot more wrestling, a lot more promos. I'm excited for 3 hours SmackDown. I'm excited for 3 hours Raw, or 2.5 Raw, or 3.5 Raw, whatever the fuck Raw wants to make it. I'm excited for it. I want to know if y'all are excited for it. I've just mixed reviews. But if y'all don't like more wrestling, I don't know what to tell you. So yeah, we get the beatdown of Sami Zayn. Bloodline ends up triumphant over Braun Strowman and Sami Zayn. Again, I don't know if Braun Strowman's really going to be a part of this story at all, or if it's just as a one-off. But we'll see, y'all. Do y'all want to see Braun Strowman help out the OG Bloodline, maybe? We'll see. Then we get the moment. Well, actually, while Bloodline's kind of celebrating, KO's music cuts him off. KO starts walking to the ring, Kind of funny he doesn't come, rushing to Sammy's help. He could have came out, cleared the ring, helped his boy Sammy out, but nah, he didn't. He just came out with that winged eagle, walking. Sammy's defeated. He really don't care. He's got better things on his mind. Nick Aldis is already in the ring for breaking up the fight with the new bloodline and Sami Zayn. So we get a little, he's the consequences, he gives back the winged eagle or he never wrestles in the ring again. I think Corey Graves, shout out Corey Graves, he said something funny. Michael Cole's like, the winged eagle. He's like, how many eagle? What other kind of eagle is there? All the eagles are winged. It made no sense. It was funny. It was like we all call it the winged eagle, because his wings are like that. That's why it's called the winged eagle. But he's like, man, all eagles are winged, But Cody comes out. He's pissed off. They're screaming at each other. He said he didn't deserve what he did to Randy Orton, pile driving him, putting him out. That's his mentor, Cody's mentor. KO's like, cry. He's basically always talking about how he complains, And then Cody Rhodes kind of says, you don't want a ref to decide it. I don't want a ref to decide it. Let's put these belts up high. Let's have a ladder match. You put that belt up. And KO's like, yeah, my belt, my actual belt. KO's going to put his belt up. Are they going to have two belts on the line? Because you technically only need one. Is the new champ going to carry the both belts? We'll see. I don't know. But I do like the idea. I can't even, man, it's been so long since I'm trying to think of a WWE big match that was a 1v1 ladder match. It's been so long since I think I've seen one. And I can't recall. Do y'all know what it is? The last time it was a big match, 1v1 ladder match. Because we always get, the tag matches with 4 teams, 3 teams, 6 teams. We get Money in the Bank every year. We get a bunch of ladder matches. Royal Rumble usually, or not Royal Rumble. WrestleMania usually does a tag ladder match. I mean, they split the belts up last year, the Judgment Day belts. They had Austin Theory, Awesome Theory, and then they had Austin Theory and Grayson Waller win the belts. So I'm excited to see a 1v1. It's 5 weeks away at Royal Rumble. I can think of 1 week where they're going to do a contract signing for this match. But man, 5 weeks and the match is already announced. That's a long time out. And that's going to be a lot of, build up. They're going to have to fill in on some weekly episodes. And then also maybe they announce this match early to kind of take away from the rumor of the hidden Royal Rumble playlist, if you will, or match set that was leaked on the internet a few days ago, maybe 2 or 3 days ago. They had John Cena winning with The Rock being the runner-up, and The Rock came in at number 31. Crazy. I think they had Charlotte Flair beating Becky Lynch. Charlotte Flair came out at like 18. Becky Lynch came out at 1. So, and then I think they had Tiffany Stratton as the champion against Nia Jax. And then I can't remember the 4th match, but it definitely wasn't a ladder match with KO and Cody. So I'm excited. I don't see KO winning the belt clean, but I have a prediction, y'all. And it crossed my mind. Maybe since KO broke Randy Orton's neck recently with that, banned pile driver, and we haven't seen Randy Orton for quite some time. Maybe Randy Orton comes back at Royal Rumble, has a little change of heart while he's sitting on the shelf, and maybe he costs Cody Rhodes the championship, y'all. It could happen. I don't think Cody's going to lose the belt. I think he waits till WrestleMania to lose the belt. But, man, it'd be nice to see if Randy comes out and he's like, you know what? KO has been right. Cody did go work with Roman Reigns, who put me on the shelf, tried to end your career. So it'd be nice to see maybe something like that coming back. Randy comes back. You think he's there to help KO, or he's there to help You think Randy's coming out to help Cody Rhodes, and then bam, he helps KO win the belt from Cody Rhodes. And then by then you can have another rematch at Elimination Chamber, put the belt back on Cody, and then have Cody in the main event at WrestleMania. Or you could have Cody in the main event at WrestleMania going for the People's Championship from Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. I'm just saying, there's many possibilities. I'm excited. We're getting close. I want to say everyone usually says Royal Rumble is the start to the road to WrestleMania. I'm going to say this year is definitely going to be Raw on Netflix that kicks off the road to WrestleMania. Will it always stay like that with the first Raw day 1 and that'll kick off the road to WrestleMania? Maybe not. But this year, 100% road to WrestleMania starts on WWE Raw January 6th, y'all. I appreciate it, y'all. Let me know what y'all think. Comment, like, subscribe. Peace.